Are you thinking about moving to Kansas City and wondering if Blue Springs, Missouri could be the perfect spot for you and your family? Well, you're in the right place. Blue Springs is one of the fastest growing suburbs in the entire area, offering everything from top-rated schools to stunning lakes and parks, all while being just 20 minutes from downtown Kansas City. But here's the big question. What are the best neighborhoods in Blue Springs? How close are you to the schools, the shopping, and the Kansas City's top attractions? And what makes this suburb stand out from the rest? Well, in today's full Google Map tour of Blue Springs, I'm going to show you exactly what it's like to live here. We'll cover the best neighborhoods, nearby amenities, as well as everything in between. And make sure that you stick around until the very end, because I'm going to share with you insider tips that could help you decide if Blue Springs is the right place for you to be able to call home. So let's get started, and we're going to get after it right now. Now, if this is your first time on our channel and you want to know everything there is about living in the Kansas City area, as well as the surrounding suburbs like Blue Springs, Missouri, then make sure that you subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Blue Springs. Hello, my name is Jimmy Ezell. My wife, Nikki, and I are realtors with the Living in Kansas City team, and we get phone calls, text messages, and emails every day from people just like you and you and you. And so whether you're moving in 7 days or 7 months, feel free to reach out to us, as all of our contact information is in that description box below. We would be happy to and would love to help you make that smooth move to Kansas City and the surrounding suburbs like Blue Springs, Missouri. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to hop into my computer, take a map tour of Blue Springs. I'll start off with showing you some of the surrounding area, and then we'll really dive into Blue Springs as well. So let's go ahead and hop into my computer. All right, let's go ahead and do a map tour of Blue Springs, Missouri. And so what I'll start off with and just let you know where Blue Springs actually is. And so if you look on the map here, you'll see that Blue Springs is actually over here in the southeast corner, basically real close to the southeast corner of Kansas City. And you can see here's downtown Kansas City, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But what I want to do is I want to show you all some things in terms of in terms of proximity to Blue Springs, everything is. So first things first, let me do this. I want to show you there's Blue Springs. And if you look here, there's some major highways that you want to be aware of. First of all is I-70. Notice how it cuts right through Blue Springs here on the map. And then also you're going to find out that we have some big loops. We have the 435 loop. You can see it comes right through here, right? This is how you can kind of get around Kansas City, and it connects like to 29 all the way down. And then also there's another loop, 470, which is a little closer coming out here on the west side, on the Missouri side, and very, a little bit closer to Blue Springs. So those are your big loops. And in terms of in terms of like saving some time on traffic, I personally, we live on the Kansas side, so we're constantly driving on 435 to get to places. All right. Now, one of the things I want to show you also is that where Blue Springs is located, of course, like I said, you have I-70, but then also a lot of people will take 49 South. This will take you down to like Joplin, Springfield, that area, down to the Lake of the Ozarks, those kind of places. But even from Blue Springs, there's other routes like if you're trying to go down to the Lake of the Ozarks, you might take 7 down as well. Those are great places, are great highways to take. And then from Blue Springs, you may take, in terms of if you're trying to get to like Des Moines, you can take 2291 over, right? And then eventually what you want to do is you want to take 35. This will take you up to like the Des Moines area, and then 29 will take you up to like St. Joe, Omaha, those type of places. And then if you look here, remember I was telling you about the 435? Well, that will take you, let me see here, let me do this. Here's 435. That'll also take you over to Johnson County, the suburbs like Overland Park, Leawood, Olathe, Shawnee, Lenexa, all of those suburbs on this side of town as well. And then, of course, you've got 70 that'll take you into downtown, and then all the way, 70 runs all the way out to Denver as well. So this is, you kind of see on the map, there's a lot happening here. And then, of course, eventually, if you want to get on to 35 and you're trying to get down to like Wichita or Oklahoma City, or eventually down to Dallas, you can drive that route as well. So that's kind of, we've got a very, driver-friendly interstate system within Kansas City. Kansas City, just so you know, has one of the lowest commute times, and a lot of it is because of our highway system. And so I've got a video on the pros and cons of Blue Springs, and so definitely if you want some more information about Blue Springs, go to our channel and find that video. All right, so that shows you the major interstates and highways for the Kansas City Metro. Now let me do this. I want to show you, if you're living out in Blue Springs, let's tell you like how far it'll take you to get to the MCI airport. And so you'll love our new airport. So you can see here, it's about a 40 to 45 minute drive depending on traffic, okay? Now, because Blue Springs is a little bit further out and it's past Independence, traffic can sometimes be very, very busy especially on 70. And so you want to make sure that you allocate time. If you're rushing to the airport, make sure that you pay attention to that. Now, one of the tips is that you can always take either 291 from out here, right, and cut across, and then eventually get to 435. Try to cut some of that traffic off, or go to 47, or you go to 70, and then take 435 northbound all the way basically to the airport. All right, and you can just jump on 29 from there and get to the airport. But these are just little shortcuts that will help you. For all of you that need to travel or go on vacation, you're in Blue Springs. The airport, like I said, is about 40-45 minutes typically. But you'll love our new airport. It's very well done. Millions and millions of dollars in the new part of it. And it's one of the, we travel a lot, so we've been able to really enjoy the new layout that the airport has. So that's where the airport is at. Now, one of the things, if you look on the map here, Blue Springs, and let's do downtown Kansas City. Okay, downtown Kansas City. So you get an idea how long it takes to get to downtown. Now, you can see downtown's about a 20 to 25 minute drive, and typically what ends up happening is it's a straight shot in. Now, here's where you want to be careful, is that during peak hours, downtown does get busy. Now, yes, we don't have the longest commute times like a Chicago or LA or New York, but you just want to allocate some of that time. So you've got about 20-25 minutes downtown, and downtown is absolutely loaded. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit here with just tons of stuff to do downtown. You can kind of see some of the things that are popping up already. This Legoland Discovery Center, this is near Crown Center. If I scroll in, there's Crown Center. You've got the National World War I Museum and Memorial. You'll probably have, if you've seen any of our Kansas City videos, you've probably seen it, right? The big memorial that has just a beautiful view. Not too far from there is Union Station. I just took my grandkids there for the Christmas events. Absolutely beautiful. Then if you go a little bit further north, you've got the Kaufman Performing Arts Center as well. We've seen some amazing plays there as well. So you kind of scroll in, you can see here's the P&L District, Power and Light District. Lots of fun stuff to do down there. And then right across from P&L is actually the Spread Center as well. And that's the T-Mobile Center. And in the T-Mobile Center, lots of events happening there all the time, from concerts to things for children, and just lots of amazing stuff happening down there at the P&L District, and then of course the T-Mobile Center. So then you come up here downtown. Let me just show you a few more things about downtown. You'll also find this Berkeley Riverfront is a big deal downtown. You'll see the CPKC Stadium. This is our women's professional soccer team that was in the playoffs again this year, or in the playoffs this year, and just had an amazing year, for them. And so you've got that downtown. The downtown airport, for anyone that the Charles B. Wheeler Downtown Airport is for your private flights, things like that, if anybody needs to access that. All right, so let me see if I'm missing anything downtown. The other thing that I would share with you, let's see here, downtown. Okay, so that's downtown area. Like I said, about 20 to 25 minutes. If you're trying to get down there during peak hours, rush hour, in the morning, if you're commuting to downtown, make sure that you definitely allocate some time for that. Okay, now also, because you live out in Blue Springs, one of the more popular places, of course, is this. Kansas City is known for its sports teams, especially the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now as I'm doing this video, we're in the playoffs again, going for our third Super Bowl. And so, they're definitely a big hit. So you can see it's real close. You got 17 minutes, so about 20-minute drive. And then, of course, when it's game day, you definitely got to allocate some time to get there a little bit early. But you can see very close to you all. And then also currently today, you've got Arrowhead Stadium and Kauffman Stadium all in one big area there, the parking lot. You know, so much history, tradition from those two stadiums right there, not too far from you guys in Blue Springs. One other thing, I almost forgot to do this one because this is a very popular Country Club Plaza. Is, you know, near the downtown area. You can see it's like, it's about a 25-30 minute drive for you down there. This is absolutely just a beautiful place, especially at Christmas time. If you see our holiday tour video, you'll see the lights down there at the plaza. And then the plaza just has your upscale shopping, your upscale dining, lots of different shops. People just love to stroll around the plaza. Some of our favorite restaurants are down there: Capitol Grill, Eddie V's, you know, Graham. I mean, there's just a lot of good restaurants in that area. Lots of different hotels are down there, from the Marriott to the, you know, different type of Marriott properties are down there. Sheraton's down there, and then just some, you know, some really good places to stay, eat, and then have a lot of fun down there. You'll just find tons of things happening down there at the plaza. All right. Now, also where you guys live, so you've got some, you know, so if you got some shopping down there for all of you big shoppers. And the other thing too is, because of where you guys are located, one thing I definitely want to share with you, and this is a big mall area, and that's the Independence Center. And that's not that far from you. You can see it's, you know, it's a good, you know, 11-15 minute drive for you. I mean, it's an indoor mall. It's got like Macy's, Dillard's. It's got food court, movie theater, all that kind of stuff in that area. You can see right here. You can see even like, look, there you go. All your, you know, everything from, yeah, all your stores in there. You can kind of see. And then you also have, of course, some, you know, hotels nearby as well. So a lot of eating, shopping in that area for everyone that lives out in the Blue Springs area. Now, some fun things that are real close to you is Lake Jacomo. Now, one of the things about living in Kansas City, of course, we don't have the beaches or the mountains, but we have a lot of lakes. And depending on what side of town you live in, let me just share with you where a lot of people go. So if you're living in Blue Springs, a lot of people will go to Blue Springs Lake. You can see it on the map right here. You know, it's like literally 11-15 minutes away from you. And as well as then you also have Blue Springs Lake. So you can kind of see them here. There it is. Let me give you that. Let me actually show you what it looks like. So you've got those two lakes there. Blue Springs Lakes has a marina. You can actually rent equipment there. And then of course there's, you know, picnic areas, playgrounds for the kids, trails. And then Lake Jacomo, same thing. I mean, just lots of fun things that you can do there. Now let me just do this. You guys, you can see, like, there it is. Give you a little bit of a layered look here. There we go. So this is your Blue Springs Lake there, and then you've got Lake Jacomo. Both of them, you know, very popular spots for people in Blue Springs, Independence, that whole side of town. These summer, lots of our friends and clients on that side of town definitely go to these two lakes, okay? All right, so let's go now. Another big place for all of you to be aware of is Worlds of Fun. Now this, I grew up going there, you know, and brought my kids and our grandkids go there too. Worlds of Fun is amazing. It's just a fun local little amusement park nearby, you know, founded by Mr. Hunt. And then what ends up happening, of course, is they also have Oceans of Fun. So that's the water side of it. But you can see here about 25 minutes away from you, roller coasters, you know, and, you know, some of the funnest roller coasters. It's a pretty good size, you know, amusement park. And then, of course, on the other side, you've got Oceans of Fun with its wave pool and just a lot of fun stuff over there. Definitely wear your sunblock on the days you go there, because you'll be out there and you'll be having so much fun you forget to wear your sunblock and get burnt. But those are pretty close to you as well on the Missouri side. For our friends that live on the Kansas side, all of these things are definitely a little bit further away. But for you guys in Blue Springs, this is great because you have so much stuff. That's why Blue Springs is one of the hot areas in Kansas City, because a lot of the things on the Missouri side, you guys can just go right to, very close to you as well. Okay, now with that, I shared with you, let me do, there we go. Yeah, so it's about 25 minutes, Blue Springs to Worlds of Fun. There you go. Okay, that's better. All right, now let's dive into Blue Springs a little bit more. Okay, and let me get rid of this, the direction side. And so here's Blue Springs on the map for all of you, the outline. You can see, and let me give you, and what I'll do today is I'll actually also come in and do a little bit of show you guys some real estate. Now, you can see, I already told you about some of the lakes here, right? There's Lake Jacomo. Let me show you. Would map these out for them. Lake Jacomo, Blue Springs Lake, but also Lake Lotawana. There's some friends that live on that lake. These are all where you can have some boats and things like that. Do all the paddle boarding and all the fun things you can do on the water. So you can see the reason why a lot of people like Blue Springs is if, like I told you, we don't have any necessarily, oceans or beaches that we're close to, but these lakes, the lake life is very, very popular there in Blue Springs. Okay, so you can see that it also, let me scroll. If you think about where Blue Springs is, it's one of the further out, major suburbs on I-70 going towards St. Louis. Of course, you have Green Valley and Oak Grove, but Blue Springs is definitely like one of the last ones with a serious population on the east side of Missouri. Okay, now if you look here, here's Blue Springs. Let me take you through a few things. When you're in Blue Springs, all right, one of the things that you'll definitely want to do, of course, is go to downtown. There you go. So the downtown area is got everything from some really cool, there's Scout Coffee as well, but you'll see it in some of my other videos that like if you go to the pros and cons video and the neighborhood vlog tour, you'll see some of the downtown videos. So go find those on our channel. You'll learn a little bit more, but you can see here, this is the downtown area and very historic. It's got the downtown for Blue Springs. You've got like the Fall Fun Festival. You've got, they host like seasonal events down there in the downtown area, but you can do some shopping, like shopping down there, get some coffee and also some good restaurants down there as well. So then let's come out a little bit and do, now Blue Springs, let me see here. Maybe just pick one of the schools here. Okay, so Blue Springs is known for its school district. And you can see here, let me pull up, here's South. This is Blue Springs South. Look, they even have an aquatic center. This is one of the top rated schools in the Blue Springs area, known for its strong academics, competitive sports teams, all the extracurricular programs that they have. They constantly, the Blue Springs district consistently ranks as one of the top in the state. So it's a huge plus for any of you that have families and education is important to you, for you and your kids. So definitely, we can help you, in terms of when you're looking for your home. Lots of good, you can find all this information online as well, especially like niche.com. Will show you the school rankings for Blue Springs as well. Now, for our golfers, one thing that I do want to point out, this is a popular place. Whoops, spell it right. Adams Point. There we go. So for all of our golfers, so you can see this big golf course over here. This is Adams Point Golf Club. It's one of the best public golf courses in the Kansas area, especially on the Missouri side. Beautiful views. It's got a pretty challenging layout. It's just a great place to have some fun, entertain, all that good stuff. So you've got that for our golf fans. Now, another big place that people like to go to. Okay, so you can see here, there's a dog park up here, Blue Springs Dog Park, Lake Remembrance. This is right off of I-70. You actually see it when you're driving through there. This is a great place to just have some fun, get some fresh air, unwind after a busy day. You've got this up here as well. All right, and so let me pull back out a little bit for Blue Springs so you guys can see that. But you can see, just like I said on the map, there's the location of Blue Springs has a lot, in terms of its location. I-70 running right through it, and then of course to the west of it, you run right into Independence over here, on this side, and then of course you can see it's surrounded or very close to all these lakes here, Lake Blue Springs and Lake Jacomo, and then of course Lake Lotawana is down here. So in terms of location for someone that wants to maybe not be in the hustle bustle of downtown, but have that ability to live a little further out in the suburbs, and then be able to, if you guys work downtown, be able to go downtown, work, and then come back out and retreat into your, suburban life. Now, one of the things I want to show you, let me do this. I want to bring up let's talk a little bit about some real estate for you here. And so right now, as we speak, I was just pulling this up. We help a lot of clients, we'll help any client, but we specifically have a lot of clients in the $400,000 to $1 million range homes. And so I wanted to show you this. As of this recording, there's about 65 homes in the Blue Springs area. You can kind of see them, in terms of where the price points are. You can see there's some subdivisions that are still building out. That's a new construction like Eels Ridge there. You can see that. You can kind of see what's happening here. And then, like I said, about 65 homes. But let me show you on the map where a lot of this activity is happening. So this will be helpful for you. So one of the things about Blue Springs is that, it's been around for a while, right? So there's a lot of the historic stuff. You can see where all the homes are. But you'll notice there's a bigger pocket down here in South Blue Springs. So what ends up happening is you take 7 South, you can see this. This is where you'll notice some of the new construction happening because people want to be closer to the south side of town. And why? Because of all the lakes too. So you'll see on the map a lot of activity here on the southern part of Blue Springs for your more newer subdivisions, newer construction homes and developments. These are down here. So if you've got any questions on any of that, if you're moving here to Kansas City, relocating, we can help you with that. Just let us know. Shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call, or schedule that one-on-one Zoom, and we can hop on here and talk to you about some more, and just really sit down with you and just share with you, what it takes to buy in this current market and really save a lot of money in this current market. So we definitely want to help you with that as well. And then for any of you that are also moving to Kansas City, we have a relocation guide that will be in this description. Feel free to download that. Whether you're doing any business with us or not, feel free to take any of our stuff. We just want to be a really great resource for people that are looking to move to Kansas City and the surrounding areas like Blue Springs. All right. Okay, so let me pull this back out of here. There we go. And so that ends our map tour on the computer side. All right, so let me wrap it up with some closing thoughts, and we'll do that now. All right, that wraps up our map tour of Blue Springs, Missouri, and how it connects to everything the Kansas City area has to offer. From its beautiful lakes and parks to its charming downtown and proximity to major attractions, Blue Springs truly offers the perfect blend of suburban living and urban convenience. I mean, picture yourself calling Blue Springs home, spending the weekends boating on Blue Springs Lake, or enjoying a walk through Gregory Grounds Park, or grabbing dinner at the local restaurant, downtown. And how about those top-rated schools and then the quick, easy access to Kansas City? I mean, it's a lifestyle hard to beat. If you have any questions about Blue Springs or any of the nearby suburbs, make sure you reach out to us. My team and I are here to make your move as smooth as possible. And so whether you're relocating from across the country or just moving across town, make sure that you reach out to us. Be sure to also check out all of our videos on Blue Springs. We've got a neighborhood vlog, we've got pros and cons, and that way you can get a real sense of what it looks like to live in Blue Springs. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tap that bell so that you don't miss any of the videos about Kansas City and the surrounding areas. And remember this, whether you're moving in 7 days or 7 months, we're here to help you. All of our contact information is in the description box below. Our goal is to make your buying or selling journey seamless so that you can focus on creating those memories in your new home. So we hope you come to love Blue Springs in the Kansas City area as much as we do. Thanks for watching this video. And until then, we hope to see you around town.